Oh, I'm missing one more thing. Because we had a resub from Rogan, who I'm only teasing because usually they say that they are not awake when I stream. So it's nice to have them in chat. But thank you very much for that resub. Well, coming through. And Seven, thank you for that resub. So we'll do double disco. I don't have a command for it, but my friend Stephen Joyce, who we're going to be on with later, actually made them and made them available for free. So I will get a link as soon as I can. If I had any audio engineering ability, I would get some like free samples of Jingle Bells and put them on the appropriate beats in the background for my disco, just to make it Christmassy. Do I have? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, do I have Christmassy things? Let me just check, because I've got like a bunch of scenes that have cute things in them. So let me see, where's all my special sauce? There that goes. Okay. There that goes. Okay. Or wait, did I like that one, or which one did I like better? Oh, that's too much. No, let's do that one. Let's see here. I think that's all that I have for the holiday stuff, so we'll do that. That should be fine. Hopefully that's not too intrusive. It's not dust on your screen. It's just fake snow. Is it in front of me? It is. Whatever, it's fine. Thank you again. Goodness gracious. I threw the disco ball puppet way too far away. So thank you, Mother Gamer. Thank you very much. Everyone, thank you. I appreciate it. I should edit that rule of acquisition. It is what's written, but it might need a little caveat. Okay. That is the rule of acquisition as it was written, but that might need a little caveat because, as we know, Ferengi are not the most enlightened or culturally forward species in the Federation, mostly indicated by the way they say females. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. Myrrh, hello, good morning. Okay, so I've got my lights on. I've got my snow. I've got my winter lo-fi or Christmas lo-fi, whatever. So let's go back to the seasonal specials. And I really like that they're adding this because that means that they're probably going to do more seasonal specials. And if they keep those free, that would be amazing. You know, not that I'm ever like, hey, game, work yourself to the bone forever, but also thank you for the free stuff. It's really nice. So thank you very much. Hey, Tanya, good morning. But yeah, there are things that I would like to learn. Audio editing / engineering is one of them, but I don't have the time. I don't know if I'll ever become a DJ because I enjoy dancing way more than I enjoy sitting and mixing. You got to pay attention to be a DJ and remember when to mix stuff and how to listen ahead. And no, that's too much stuff for me. I added some peppermint mocha into my coffee and it is very nice. Okay, so let's take care, Jamie. I hope that you have a good day. Bye. Okay, let's do this because this one piece of dirty floor, I don't know how I left that behind, but we're definitely taking care of that. I must have too. Okay, that's better. Whew, that was all right. Actually, now that can we get the whole workshop floor, the whole grotto floor, since that's what we're starting on. Let's go a little less. Okay. Oh, what am I on? Oh, the stools. That's a work hazard right there. That's shame on me. Okay, let's get more of the grotto floor. Oh, it's filthy over here. Let's cut ourselves a little circle, or a little half circle. And yes, since I plan to be around at the holidays, I may pull the power wash back out to say if anybody wants to do some power washing around the holiday, let me know. I am still thinking of doing some holiday meals out or in. I don't know if I'll show that on stream, but I think this would be a fun map to do with friends. And you could divide the work. You could all work on the same thing. What? Okay, see. I don't know why. No, I mean, I do know why. Because it's almost sparkly iridescent blue. But for some reason, that texture is really nice. Is that because there's light coming in from somewhere? I have no idea why this one little piece. Now I don't want to. Now I don't want to like totally get rid of it. Anyway, it's interesting, but floor's got to be cleaned. Oh yeah, there's light coming from something. Wonder what the what? Interesting. I also will not. I won't poke too much at this map because I don't know how long they gave themselves to create it and make it. And the last thing I'm about to be doing out here is telling any game company that they should hurry up with anything. So, especially when that shit is free. You know, it's like that scene in The Simpsons when they go to see... Oh, is it the Itchy and Scratchy movie, or they go to see the new, I think... Oh, no. They go to see the new Star Wars movie, and of course he's made it all about, like, you know, trade disputes and things. And somebody says, you know, like, they owe, as a loyal fan, they owe me. And Lisa Simpson says, they owe you what? They've given you hundreds and hundreds of hours of entertainment for nearly nothing. Like, what do they owe you? Hey, Talp. Welcome on in. Hey, Mr. The Exception. What up? Hold on. I saw... Yeah, this wall is still dirty. Is that... Oh, okay. Whew, I was like... I completely ignored that wall. Super Writer Andy, welcome on in. I hope that you're doing well. Okay, here's the worst part is if this doesn't clean the grotto floor, I'm not sure where else. Okay, there's a little bit more over there. I'm really hoping this does it because otherwise I'm going to be chasing tiny specks across the entire workshop. Oh no, no, it was not. It was not a good return to things, but at the same point, if I don't like a film, that's on me. That's, nobody owes me an apology for a bad movie unless the bad movie specifically in the opening credits says Brian Gray is an asshole, in which case then I think I might be entitled to some compensation. Mostly for, wait, libel? Is that libel? Yeah, I think it's libel. Slander is when you say it, right? Oh, thank goodness. The grotto floor is clean. Also, Super Writer Andy, I am sorry that you are having food poisoning. I hope that you are getting all of the good things into your system and that your system is not painfully ejecting all of the bad things, because I've definitely been in there, and I think a comedian referred to it as you are screaming from both ends of your body, and it's not fun. So I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for the resub. Hey, Agent. Welcome on in. Let's see here. Put that back on there. We have played a little bit of Lethal Company to test it out, and I pretty much don't know exactly what I'm doing, so it's going to be really interesting. I'm mostly following directions and trying not to talk when you're not supposed to talk, and not make noise when you're not supposed to make noise, and it's going to be really interesting. Because I definitely now have played perhaps maybe less than an hour total of this game. And I still don't quite understand everything that's going on. And it does sort of have a Phasmophobia feel because of a lot of the things that are there. Okay, we're going to get this wall clean. Hopefully we can use a little less intense on the wall. Yeah. I should do the good self-promo and say that if you are curious about the panels or live shows that I was in, all of them with Tanya, aka Cypher of Tyr, who's currently in chat, they're up on my YouTube, her YouTube, and probably one or two others, because we got to spread the good word. But the Parasocial Relationships panel we did, the PTI Fellows Roundtable, and the Into the Motherlands game are now up on YouTube. And I wish that I did run I was like, why do I only have 3 YouTube videos from all the things that I did? And I realized that because my my board game, card game, and RPG sessions weren't recorded. Not that I really needed, I didn't want them to be, but especially the Thirsty Sword Lesbians, because I was coming up with stuff just out of my butt. I didn't know the butt was such a good... Well, I mean, if you see Michelangelo's David, you probably realize that the butt has been a good source of inspiration for many people for many years. But I will probably write a little bit about the game, that I, basically the way I interpreted the scenario that they presented in the book. Because the one that I have didn't have any NPCs. It didn't have any, here are things to do. And I sort of made up an idea. So I guess I can write, like, instead of writing an entire setting for it, I can say, like, here's what I did for mine. Hold on. Google says 5 years ago today. What did I do 5 years ago today? 6 years ago today. It's probably when I went to look at the national tree. I usually do usually the same day every year. But that's when I was in the office at work, because I could go right after work, get an early dinner, and go see the tree and then come home. Or go see the tree and then get an early dinner. Okay, clean that bunting. Let's stand on the dome here. Try to clean off the lantern. And then the wall behind the bunting is dirty, and that's just evil. So let's hope that the wall is forgiving and we can clean around it. Oh, no, the reason that I was talking about this being free is that essentially, there's little things that I'm just like, I don't know what that pixel or sprite is, but I'm also not gonna, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, that one little piece of thing is weird, because it was free. And the fact that they gave us this for free is a very nice gift for all of us. Except the fact that there is dirt behind the bunting, and that is unfair. So, that is unfair. Look at this. Is there a big section of this wall that I'm missing? Because damn. Normally you're not, like, you don't get behind things. So, no, it is behind the flags. That's rude. And I haven't really thought about, like, 2024 goals. I generally don't put a lot of pressure on myself for that. Because mostly, all most of us need to do in this world is survive. Which won't be, that shouldn't be too much of a problem for me. I say, knock wood, or knock whatever. Knock your tits. It doesn't matter. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for me. Okay, so yeah, there's like little bits and bobs here and there. And right, oh, that is rude. Like, if I could just make myself two-dimensional and, like, against this wall, that'd be great. And this wall is so close to being done. Okay, so we'll try the things. We'll try the corners. Oh, there's dots on the wall, little spots and spaces. Like this here, it keeps fooling me thinking it's dirt, and it's not. Like this little speck of light here. And I'm realizing that's a reflection from the lantern, and I keep thinking it's dirt, and it's not dirt. And there's still stuff behind the flags. Oh my god, this is so evil. Like, screw you, Santa Claus. Whatever happened, you deserved it. I don't see you out here cleaning anything. Contracting your work out just like you always do. I see you. Spending far longer getting this one wall than I should. And I may... Oh, okay, so around the edge, maybe? Oh, praise Rudolph. There are things that I would like to do in 2024. Some of those things are streaming related. Some of them are gaming related. You know, what I mostly want to do in the first bit of 2024 is give myself a proper break and, you know, work on projects that are relaxing to me or fulfilling to me versus constantly trying to do the hustle and grind of streaming and putting out content. You know, I still want to work on games. I want to be in one-shots. I don't know that I will have time and energy to be in a series unless it's a small one. Because I've mentioned that my company's transitioning to a new company, so I need to be able to focus on that. Hey, Dharma Project, welcome on in. And generally, yeah, like not... Oh no, it's another bunting. Y'all, it's another bunting. Hey, SML, there is a story, and we're going to get the next part of it soon, and we'll go back and review the whole story, because, yeah, these elves, this workshop has seen some things. Though, funnily, I would, you know, in 2024, I would like to, at some point, actually record a reel for voice stuff. But I'm fine, you know, again, I'm fine not making that my job, but if I can help somebody bring a certain voice or feel to a character in a project, that would be great. That'd be fine. You know, I also know some TTRPG shows out there, they do like pre-recorded stuff. So I was like, if you ever need someone to do a letter to someone or pre-record a villain monologue, please let me know. I almost had the chance to guest as a villain in... I can't remember the name of the game, but Pirate was in it with... I think Sinks for All and Trooper, and Balrog was running it, and it was like spiders, but it was like space spiders, but it was about the monarchy, actually. Like, it was not even a thinly disguised allegory for the monarchy. And I was going to do a guest as one character, and that didn't work out. And I was indeed practicing, like, basically being extraordinarily unlikable. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna kill this motherfucker. Like, I was planning on being that. Okay, the painting frame is dirty at the top. Fawny, welcome on in. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna need the extending arm for this. We'll use the extra long. Ah, perfect. There we are. Okay, so the bunting didn't really The bunting is still dirty? Oh, really? There we go. Let's see if we can get back up on top of the... There we are. Okay, done. Let's get rid of the extension and go back to Stubby. We'll try and get to 60% clean so we can see the next part of the story. You know, I do have like one long, it was short, and then it turned into like a 10 part piece about stuff that I may put out either later this month or just as we're going into January on my blog. And, you know, I don't really have plans. I saw a lot of people posting goals in the TTRPG space, and some of them were very nice. Others were, you know, things that really aren't in your control. You know, like you're kind of shouting out to the universe that you want these things to happen, but you can't really make them happen. You know, like, I want to collab with somebody who I consider famous. Okay, you just need to actually approach them and ask them. You don't need to tag them on Twitter to say, I want to work with this person. Hey, Rex, good morning. Like, you should just go DM them and say, hey, can we work together? And if you watch our Parasocial panel, V does a really good job at talking about how to approach people professionally. This bauble's not... Okay. Oh, I don't know if I can get in there. There it is. If you go to the channel, and that is the most recent video on the channel, but you can go to the link there, and then you can see all the stuff. And it was really good to have both. It was really good to have everybody on the panel because, of course, all of our different perspectives bring a different. All of our different perspectives bring a different perspective to the topic. I don't know why anybody asks me to be on panels. I can talk perfectly, but we were able to get at the issue and the core topic from a lot of different places, and it was nice. Okay, peppermint mocha coffee is the shit. Maridu, good morning. Oh, we haven't done the slay yet, so we got to make sure we slay all day. See, I don't want AI to write for me. You know, I don't want that, but I would love, like, AI to be able to listen to a song that had the word work in it as one of the lyrics and then change that word work to twerk. That for me would be a wonderful use of AI. Or we used to joke back in the day, like, anytime the word you came up in a song, we would change it to shoes. So it was all... wow, that started in the wrong. All I want for Christmas is shoes. Yeah, see, that's where we were like, that's the silly shit that I would be using AI for, not trying to write my essay. Exactly, you know, like, that would be fun for me. And also imagine that in the hands of somebody like Mariah Carey, who, when she was told to remix her song, she'd have to completely re-record it. She went in the studio and re-recorded it. So imagine her having access to that. Like, I don't have to necessarily re-record, but I can, like, re-record one or two snippets and it will change one word for me. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's the old, ooh, the meme. I mean, it's not a meme because it really, okay, so the historical photo of that manual saying a computer should never be allowed to make decisions, or a computer should never be allowed to make like management decisions or something like that. Yeah, pretty much. Bunting. Bunting also makes me think of the name and the word Bunty, which, British nickname that you'll see for people and things. But also famously, there is one Marple teleplay where a character, Bunty, dies and the actress is on the floor, dead, and instead of doing a freeze frame, they kept the camera rolling, and the actress herself blinks during the death scene. And I'm like, you could have just frozen you could have just made a still of the frame, but it was Bunty that died, and I was like, y'all could have just frozen the camera. Hey, Space Valkyries, welcome on in. I also remember because it was a very interesting reason as to why that, like, the reasoning for why the characters had to die is always weird. Like, they're like, you can understand why I had to kill them, right? This one, it was a fairly good reason why this character had to die, except for the fact that it was still a murder, but it was at least an interesting reason. Okay, I don't think I can get... Alright, the wall... I'm trying to figure out if there's like an edge that the wall's having trouble with. Is it behind the bunting again? I hope not, because that's really high up. It is behind the bunting again. Okay. So let's see if we can get in there. Pieces of poop. Oh, it is foggy. Yeah. Space Valkyries and I don't live very far apart from each other, so we definitely share weather. And yeah, it is foggy today. Huh. My brain doesn't process going outside until after I'm done with my stream, and I didn't really process that there's less light coming in from the windows today, so finally, big old bauble. Okay, so the sleigh track, the workshop floor. Okay, all this is workshop floor. Yeah, let's try getting the workshop floor, if possible. It may not be all possible. We'll find out. I want to, for 2024, I want to try new things streaming wise, or at least get back to things that I enjoyed, like doing more cooking streams, which I now have a setup which should work better for cooking streams, because I haven't had a Mac in my house that was up to date, because I had a MacBook Air, but it was very old. And the minute I connected it, it said, do you want to use your phone as a computer? Sorry, as a camera? And I thought, yes. Yes, I would like to use my phone as a camera. And it even has two modes. It has regular, and it has desk view, which I assume for desk view, you can fix the focus and it will, like, you would have like a desk camera, so you'd be doing that. So all I did was keep my phone plugged in and use that, and it... Sorry, Logitech. It actually had better quality than the stream cams. Now, I need to see if Logitech G Hub exists for the Mac, so maybe I can adjust the stream cams a little bit. Because they worked brilliantly, USB-C. They even worked with both of them. stream cams are interesting because I don't think they expect you to have more than one plugged in. So they both have the same name, but it remembered which one was which without a problem. So that was nice. But my phone camera is just, oh, there we go. Okay. The present wrapping machine immediately ceased up. I think you mean seized, but that's okay. See, again, it's fine. I also don't think the developers are US based or UK based, so it's fine. Bellowing with soot, it sent coal pellets flying in all directions. All of us immediately realized that we needed to do something. The only problem was nobody knew what that thing was. You have a magical flying sleigh, but you still need tracks under it? What? I have questions about your management style here. Alright, let's keep cleaning the floor. Because there's a lot more of this left. Except Ivor. Oh, I don't want that equipment. I'm good. I think the whole process is magical, James, is the thing. I feel like the whole process is magical, right? And also, I mean, why a sled when SUVs exist? Or even, yeah, like, you know, minivans. Ten to 1, someone's going to put AI on making an image of Santa in a Cybertruck. But that's just it. Like, it flies, Talp. So, it flies. So, it doesn't need to cross anything in anything. You know, I mean, at that point, it's purely for the aesthetic. I mean, honestly, the fact that he's landing a sled and 8 reindeer on any roof, period, is already like, this is probably a liability suit. My homeowner's insurance doesn't cover reindeer. Tiny. Really? Have you ever seen a reindeer? Tiny is not the word that comes to mind. Well, see, by the verbal magical contract, you have invited Santa into your house by leaving milk and cookies, also by leaving your chimney open, because, you know... okay, almost. You know, verbal magical contracts are very, especially ones that are based in and around superstition and tradition, are very tricky. You know, like somebody who doesn't even celebrate. All of a sudden, they were watching TV, they were watching Netflix on Christmas Eve, and they were having milk and cookies, and they went to bed and they left a little plate of cookies and milk because they didn't want to go to the kitchen. They didn't have anything else up, and all of a sudden, you know, in the morning, they got a B&E by Santa because they left out milk and cookies. So, you know, you got to be careful. Also, ants. You got to be careful because that's how you get ants. That's how you get Santa and ants. And you cannot spell Santa without ant. So, okay, I'm guessing that the majority of the workshop floor I need now is under the sled. So, let's go deal with that. Okay. I did watch the Doctor Who specials. I have not discussed... Can I get under here? Not quite. I haven't discussed them because I'm assuming that maybe others haven't seen them yet. They're, you know, if you want to talk about them, I will talk about things, but I will try not to spoiler too much. And there we go. And I am looking forward to the 25th for Shutigawa's premiere as Le Doctor. Hey, Ronan. Good morning. I feel like once you stop believing, you place yourself on Santa's naughty list, so you don't have to worry about the contract at that point anymore. I don't believe that's the case, because Christmas magic still happens in all those Hallmark movies to men and women who do not believe in the holidays. So, obviously, no. Actually, I wonder if the non-believers actually put themselves out as outliers. Outliers to be specifically targeted by Santa and or Christmas magic, to be like, aha, you thought you weren't, but you are, haha. The game, one of the mobile games that I play is it's based on Lower Decks, and in the game they have little mini episodes that are kind of based on like some next gen things, and one they had is that Santa. So I don't remember the specific episode. So any nerd, yeah, the idle game. Any nerd is more than welcome to tell me if they remember this one. But the one with the con artist who pretended that she was the ancient being that these people had made a deal with, and she was basically coming to collect. They did another one where it was Santa and Krampus, and Santa and Krampus are also like, they're con artists, and they come and they get these civilizations into deals that they come once a year and get their stuff. For the most recent one, they did a Hallmark special where they were implying that some of the earliest Vulcans on Earth were discovered. They discovered Santa and Krampus, and that a Hallmark-style holiday romance took place between Krampus and one of the visiting Vulcans. And I was like, it's very much exactly Hallmark, and it was perfect. Oh, am I late? Shoot. Oh, let me run an ad then. All right, so I was trying to get the sleigh track. Also, because Sleigh Ride is one of my favorite holiday songs. Probably because I was in orchestra and it's one of the most fun to play. You know, it has like the horse, it has like the cracker that you, not a person, but an actual, like, it's called a cracker because it makes the noise with the, you know what? I think on that statement's a perfect place for me to go to break. So let's take a 3-minute break and I'll be right back. It really is a thing. Please go look it up. I'll see you in 3 minutes. I promise. It is. It really is. I promise. Oh, God. When I tell you, because I heard in the lo-fi, like somebody approaching a door and opening it, and I was like, is that in the game? Because I was about to be real scared all of a sudden. No, it was not in the game. Okay, so we... All right, 2 more minutes. My goodness, so ridiculous. Sparkly Sushi, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. We're currently mid-ad break, so I'm not doing tons. I'm like just cleaning off little things here and there. Because I wouldn't mind finishing today, but we may not because I only have an hour. Okay, we're coming close to done, so I didn't get any new dings, but I also noticed that we've got a big old sack, so that should be interesting. So yeah, Sleigh Ride was one of the fun ones to, because, you know, you had like it was a very bouncy, jaunty one, and then you had a whole jazzy section, and you got the percussion. They got to do the whip crack thing. It was, sometimes it was just a big piece, 2 pieces of wood that you would clack together. Sometimes it was an actual thing, and if you had somebody who was talented, they would do the actual whip crack. But then one of the trumpets would always get to do the whinny at the end, the horse whinny, and, you know, every person who played a trumpet ever thinks that they're the most important person in the orchestra. So that was always fun to watch them jockey over who got to play the horse. I realize I said that sentence completely unintentionally, but let's pretend I meant to. I played saxophone, so I was not much in demand in the orchestra. Our band teacher, Mr. Hinton, if you're still out there, you turned into a muscle bear, which is great, but you were kind of an ass in school. Wasn't really down with saxophones. He was a French horn person, so he put us next to the French horns, the alto saxophones next to the French horns, and really we just all played the same part. Like, it's fine. Was not a lot of encouragement for sax players. Oh my gosh. I gotta really get under this for all these things? This sucks. Yeah, for me, being in orchestra was fun because I mean, I enjoy playing a musical instrument, but it was also one of those weird things in school when, you know, you realize like here's where this person is actually blossoming and their skills are appreciated, kind of thing. Like oh, you're really talented, kind of thing. Even though, like, you know, going to school in Georgia was already like, okay, so it's just racist to clock up in here. Got it. Let me clarify, going to school in Georgia in the 70s and 80s. So, you know, public school. But during our like annual concert, we would do things where a band member would like stand up and we would talk about the piece we were about to play because it was our final concert. And, you know, I remember like getting up and we had a whole thing by Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov, and I was talking and doing the thing, and I then sat back down, and afterwards, like, you know, it was a very weird thing of the, like, well-spoken, but more of, like, not in the, like, oh, you're so articulate way, but more of the, oh, wow, like, you have a good delivery thing of stuff, and good delivery thing of stuff. I don't know why I'm trying to be so kind, because my principal definitely was racist. And it was just very, you know, weird kind of, like, it's just some names and some words that we got up and said. It's fine. I could not tell you a single, I couldn't, like, I always enjoy playing Copeland, I have to admit. I remember a lot of Copeland tracks, songs, composite, whatever songs are called when you play them off of paper. Okay, whatever they're called when you do that, I liked those. I don't have any words today, so this is going to be great for later. I'm going to be like, I don't know, what stuff. Lethal Company is going to be great. Yeah, I may actually make some more coffee before Lethal Company. That is a wonderful idea, Mur. All right, this sleigh is frustrating me, so let's just start with the easier stuff. So yeah, after we're done today, instead of going over and saying hi to Steven, we are going to, and actually we're going to do it in about 50 minutes, 5 zeros. Hey, Teach Courage. We are going to go over to Wireless Riot and play Lethal Company, which is a team-ish based, I don't know exactly the kind of, like, what the genre for the name of the game is, but it's sci-fi-ish. You are hired by an unknown company to go down to planets and collect salvage, and you have quotas. And I don't know the lore behind it, so maybe when we're on the break, I'll look up the lore behind the actual game. It doesn't need lore, but it's fun to know. See, why are these bells so... Why are you being like this? How did you survive that assault of water? There we go. There you go. So yeah, it does have a Phasmophobia vibe to it, which, you know, if it were not with friends, I would not be doing this, period. Screen-based, yeah, screen-based salvage game, except there are moments when you have to be quiet, and this should be interesting. When we were test playing, Space Valkyrie showed me a very important moment when we were supposed to be quiet. And they encouraged me not to be quiet. And, yeah. You are not innocent. Shut up. So I need to do two things while we're out. One, I need to get a Stream Deck button that is tied to my Discord mute. Well, we haven't decided how we're going to do... we haven't decided how... pardon me. How we're going to do the mute thing. Because it's interesting. The game has in-game chat, and it's proximity-based, which is very cool until it's not. And then when you die, you can hear everybody. You can hear everybody when you die, but they can't hear you. So we are definitely trying to figure out if we want to, when you die, if we want you to like hop back in on Discord and comment, or if you just want to leave the person stranded. If you just want to leave the person stranded in silence. Okay, now we're getting some cleans. These blades are... Oh, God. Why are these ski blades like this? So this is the fiddliest of all. But do you recall the most fiddly polygon of all? Santa, this fucking sleigh has too many crooks and cracks. When I just tried to wash it, I want to give you a smack. I can't keep filking this, it's fine. There's presents in the... Oh, I hate these presents. I'm starting to understand why Scrinch... Why Scrinch. That's my new mashup of the Grooge and Scrinch. The Grooge and Scrinch. I don't know if I need coffee or vodka at this point. Scrooge and the Grinch. Scrinch. Or the Grooge. Grooge. The Grooge. Yes. Not the two genders. Are you more of a Grooge or are you a Scrinch? No. Oh God, Mur, no. Oh, golly, golly, golly.